Live.
And there we are.
Boom. Get this camera fixed up real quick because I want to paint. Got my sister's novitiates.
Woo! Gonna paint them.
I'm a little nervous. The ink layer is very fragile. But maybe once I've airbrushed colors on top, it won't be fragile.
Or it's gonna get even more fragile.
Yeah, that's a strong possibility. I tried out a new ink, although the old ink was fragile too. I don't know. Everybody says inks. I don't know if ink is any better than a white primer. It flows a little nice, but you can get white primer to flow decent. Especially if you don't buy the giant bottle and let it sit for years. I mean, white primer is tough.
That's a real pro tip right there.
Yeah, pro tip. Don't have one primer that just sits for years. Lucky Bat, Candy Creations. Whoa, Sisters Battle. Flipping the Doodad 88. Yellow, Jason M. Hey, everyone. Yes, I always want to add a new source. Why would I want to add the same source again and again and again? Add source.
Wow.
Font size 64.
We're here, and we're gonna do it.
Boom. I think is it Control that lets me? Yeah, Control turns off snapping. Boom. Yeah, OBS has this weird thing where it always prompts you to add in the same source. So like literally every time I want to add in a source, I have to tell it I don't want to add the "and Nick is also here" button, the very first thing I ever added.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems like
Why don't you want to add that?
I can't even imagine the purpose or the use of that. It's just how they decided to go with it.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a case where you'd want the same thing multiple times. Like maybe you have like a score counter. In that very specific case, you would want two of the same object. Oh, here we go. Flipnote did at 88. Nick might want two buttons.
Ah.
See? Basically, what we're learning here is that feature's for me.
Boom.
I can't wait to see that, whatever happened in a bit.
It is the easiest thing in the world to add. One button click.
There you go.
Here, I'll make them slightly not aligned to upset everyone. Let's get some metallics going.
So what's the plan with these? How are you gonna paint these up?
I'm gonna paint them up a lot like I did the Tempestus Scions. I think metallics are a good first step because metallics tend to spray everywhere.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. So you're gonna go full airbrush again?
Yeah, as much as I could possibly do with the airbrush. And these ladies are a little trickier because the Tempestus Scions were mostly one color, whereas these ladies have a lot of parts. They have their underclothes, they have their little, like, skirts,
Right.
they have their habits. Actually, it's not a habit, I forget the name of it.
Looking to do that 88. What keyboard did you use?
For inserting new sources?
I don't know. Bet you that's going back to your hatred. Your hatred of keyboards.
Oh yeah, it's not a hatred. I just think all mechanical keyboards are completely dumb and useless. It's my official position. Although I've been enjoying the one I have. I forget what kind it is, and it would take a second to look up, so I'm not.
Boom.
first. Let's test if water is going to run through. Not a given. Although it
I'm gonna
seems
say
like...
no.
Well, that's... See, that's a good... it's a good rule of thumb, because I didn't realize that I didn't even have the needle in place.
Ah,
There we go. Now we're talking.
love a good thumb. Hate pinkies, they're dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that ought to work.
Would you sacrifice both of your pinkies for a full year of Warhammer for free? You can order whatever you want.
Probably not.
No.
I need those.
Just one? One pinky.
No, I don't think so.
All right, chat.
Tom Connon, what would be the ideal unit in your eyes for the new Chaos versus Eldar kill team? Well, we know that it's going to be the Eldar Corsairs, and they look dope, and I've already called them. I would assume the Chaos half is going to be Cultists, although I feel like that's a little lame, because Chaos Cultists, Sisters, Novitiates, and Imperial Guard, like the Veteran Guardsmen, are all kind of the same thing. Humans with auto guns, literally all humans with auto guns, with a bad save and bad shooting. But I'm sure that's what it'll be.
What I'm wondering, though, is maybe... So, you know, the Orc Commandos... Obviously, the Orc Commandos existed, but they completely revamped them. Well, no, I guess they didn't. No, I guess they revamped both of those. I was kind of thinking maybe what they'll do, just like the Chalnath, they would do one new army, so the Novitiates, and then they would do one kind of same thing that we already have, but maybe an upgrade sprue. And so maybe they would do something with Chaos, which
That's
is an
true.
upgrade sprue.
Yeah, that would be kind of
So
neat.
they could do that too. But who knows? I would assume they're supposed to unveil this month, maybe next month, early next month.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Hack 'em slash. We need more Nick in our streams. So you got double Nick. Got nicked up, double nicked up.
All right, so there's the shiny. Maybe a little bit more. Boom.
A little bit
One
more
down,
shiny.
11 more to go. I'm super happy with this little banner I made.
Mhm. I wish I knew more about these models. That's a little tease for maybe tomorrow.
Ah. Remember, we have to run all teases by Lucky Bat after what happened last time.
Exactly.
Eccentric Lion, hello Nick J. What an awesome night to drop miniature parts and glue my fingers together. Yeah, I mean that's 50% of hobbying, if not more.
Oh yeah. I'm taking some little tiny supports off of some 3D prints. That's what I'm doing today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. My favorite part?
If the banner counts as a miniature, I'm
Bullet.
2 down.
I'm gonna say it counts. Blair, hot kiss. I'm excited to see what you do with the Sisters of Battle Kill team. I really want to get them.
Yeah, I'm super pumped. I think that I'm gonna really enjoy their play style, because it seems like they're all about sacrificing bodies for points. Like they have a couple of good damage dealers, but they have so many rules that like are begging you to like do things that are suicidal, but you'll probably get your points back.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of sounds like a perfect army for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I assume I'll get tabled a lot, but that I'll win. Which, that sounds perfect.
Do you hear that, Sean?
I read the rules for the Worm Blade, and they seem cool too, but they're much more about doing damage and killing.
Yeah, that's not up your alley.
No, yeah.
Well, against Sean anyways.
Oh yeah, if I was playing against you, I'd probably have a ball. It'd be great.
Yeah, there you go. You could have a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're equally bad. So, there you go.
Oops. And that's why we're doing the metallics first. Alright, well, that one turned out okay. I haven't quite honed my my skills with sniping with the airbrush. But I much more enjoy doing this, even if I make mistakes, than doing it perfectly with a brush, because that's boring.
This is true.
I want to touch a brush as little as possible.
That's why I'm working on not painting right now. I don't have to touch a brush of any kind whatsoever. So I'm winning. God damn. Always cut towards yourself. That's what Midwinter said.
I knew for sure that Star Wars, the Clone Wars 2008 was for adults when they started talking about interest rates. Yeah! Oh, I love Clone Wars so much. Tom Condon. As a Death Guard player, I'm itching for a new way to play them like Warp Coven. Be nice to see Death Guard character models get rules. The Noxious Lightbringer, an awesome model, but not great in the 40k tabletop. Boy, I wonder how much you'd have to pay for a special Space Marine. I wonder if they would be like, you have to lose 2 Space Marines to get one?
Yeah, I don't know.
With Worm Coven, you get your cool characters, but you have to swap out 2 regular guys for them, and they're not that hard to kill. Oops, gotta be really gentle with this whip because I already broke it.
Yeah, whip. Centric line. Nick, the Alien Arch STL file was clean and is base colored in Borg green as of yesterday at work. It printed beautifully.
Borg.
Neat.
We are the Borg. Ooh, I forgot to spray her head thingy, her little crown.
Steve, are you using a 0.2 millimeter needle on that airbrush?
It's a 1.5. I don't know of any other airbrushes that actually
damn.
manufacture that size. It might be a little bit more trouble than it's worth. It's really hard to keep it clean. Whereas a 2 might be just that little bit more forgiving. But it's neat. It works. I know Marco uses a 2, and he's a lot more accurate than I am.
I don't remember what mine came with. Let's see.
And by Marco, I mean Marco Frisoni. Greatest painter this side of the Mississippi.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Polo. Alex Whitesea, could Lucky Bat beat Sean?
Oh yeah, easily.
Yes.
Yeah, and he would only take 1 fire team and still win.
Oh yeah.
Tyler Elkins, can you recommend a good starter airbrush? The Badger Patriot 105 is excellent, and it's really easy to get parts for it. So yeah, that one. Badger Patriot 105. Although mine's broken. I think I used... Casey from eBay Miniature Rescue told me to put gun oil on my airbrush, and I did that. And the inner gasket never was the same. What never worked since then. I think the oil did something to that gasket and damaged it. So anyway, yeah, I'm suing him for the $4 part. And so our lawyers are battling it out right now.
Yep. It's going to get ugly. You got to join that Patreon to help us out there. My Badger Chrome came with a 0.2. I feel like the that Siphon Feed one came with like a 0.6.
Yeah, it's
crazy. Lays down paint.
It's a 1 millimeter.
Yeah. Great though.
Oh yeah, it does the work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got chrome all over her head because of my fingers.
You fingy chromed.
Mm-hmm. The 10th, why are you doing the metallics first? I'm tuned in late and this is super relevant to what I'm doing. I'm doing the metallics first because I feel like I have the hardest time controlling the metallics because like I get them right where I want, but then they tend to, little flakes of them tend to fly out and land on other things. And since I don't want those metallic, I'm going to spray everything basically a color. And so hopefully those other colors I lay down will hide the crimes of me not being perfect with this metallic layer. That seemed to work really, really well for my Tepessa Scions.
Devin Litch. Gun oil eats rubber. Use silicone lube. It's less reactive with most things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
1313's tips. Settling out of court.
Yeah, we'll use that money for a round of drinks once we win our lawsuit.
Yeah. I can't wait to go to the pub.
That's right. Jay would love the tankiest faction. No need to roll attacks when you can just maneuver around and sit on objectives. I would really like to try the Golden Boys, the Custodes. But that would require painting 4 whole models, so I don't know when I could possibly get around to that.
Yeah. Probably take you half a year at least.
Mm-hmm.
Non-metallic metal. That's what you gotta do.
Maybe not.
Everybody in the chat, say that. Non-metallic metal. Non-metallic metal. Michael Jorgensen, go buy some alcoholic Baja Blast.
Yeah! Oh, you know we will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's gonna be one of these days. There's gonna be a stream that gets even more wet and wild than normal.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're gonna be day one adopters. We're gonna pre-order. Can you pre-order beverages?
I'd love to pre-order. I would pre-order.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, can I invest? I don't think I've ever heard of such a winning product.
Exactly. Everybody's saying metallic non-metal or non-metal metallic.
Mr. Davis, did you and Nick split the box? Yes. Yeah, I got the sisters.
I got the Pathfinders.
The disgusting old
I got
Tau.
the best team.
SEMJ, beautiful work on that Inquisitor. Thanks. I really had a good time painting that model. I mean, it took ages, but it turned out really nice.
Alex White, even PepsiCo is getting into FOMO. Yeah. FOMO. FOMO. What did Games Workshop do today that made them hate the fans?
I don't know what they did today. I'm sure it was something. I mean, they existed as a company.
Oh, it's not. For a second, I thought it was Monday because it's New Model Monday.
Ah.
Sometimes New Model Sunday. Maybe New Model Thursday. Who knows? Stern Merc, wait a sec. Is there 2 nicks tonight? Oh yeah, we're double nicking.
You know, I painted all of their little knee pad and greaves metal. I think they're actually supposed to be leather. But you know what? They're metal now. They're metal with wrinkles.
You live, you live, you laugh, you love.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I gotta say about that. Brick in the head. Hey, Jay and Nick. I hope you are well. I'm currently cramming for the bar exam to become a lawyer, and it's like I'm 19 again. Haven't painted in months. Can't wait to be done and get back to painting.
Sweet. I was hoping, though,
awesome.
you were studying for the bar exam to be a bartender.
Yeah. Obviously, Brick in the Head knows us because, you know, put to become a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
We made that joke.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you think? I think we're probably the first people to make that joke.
Yeah. You better believe it. Oh, yeah, we're done. But great. Are you gonna be our lawyer? That'd be perfect. We have a lot of people we need to sue.
Mm-hmm. And who are suing us. I mean, yeah, Games Workshop every time we publish a video.
Mm-hmm.
I wish sometimes Games Workshop would acknowledge us. Just a little. All I want is one little cease and desist letter.
I know.
It's like they don't even care about us.
It'll happen.
Maybe we just don't want it hard enough.
I think that's what it is. I think we need to infringe even more.
Mm-hmm. This is a very nice metallic.
We need... Really what we need to do is show a little bit of Warhammer Plus in a video, and then get it taken down, and then make a video about that. That'd be perfect.
Yeah. This color is called Duralumino, or Duraluminum, and it seems to be like regular bright aluminum with a little bit of brown and gray in it. I really dig it.
Those are new paints?
Yeah,
used those
new
before?
metallics. Never.
Wow.
Mama didn't raise a quitter. First time on new models. I'm not, what do you think I'm going to do? Spray spoons?
I thought you were
was
going to spray blocks of wood.
That was a fad a little while ago. Spraying spoons
Yep.
to test colors. You know what, though? If I don't like a color, I'll just spray a different color onto it.
But what if you don't like it?
I'll spray on
will you
another
do
color.
then?
I'll spray on another color.
But what if you don't like that color?
Well, then I'm stuck. Because, yeah, everyone knows 3 colors is the limit.
Duncan said it was 2 thin coats that was the limit. Are you calling Duncan a liar? Ooh, that's a no comment right there.
Ooh.
Why are you so mean to Duncan?
Well, he's no Louise.
Nope. Love Louise. Although he's better than Aiden.
Oh, yeah, he's way better than Aiden.
Exactly.
Felly, when the sisters are done, what kill tims are left that you will be unable to field? After my sisters, I have to paint 2 more models for my scions. And, God, what's after that? I feel like I have a bunch more stuff. I have a whole bunch of Malifaux minis.
That is true. Agent 95. Oh my god, Nick cloned himself. I did.
There. Metallics are done, right? I should probably check. Just do it once over, just to make sure.
You're all metallic.
Oops. Okay, her waist is metal now. I forgot to paint this little grenade.
Grenades are metal.
Oop, her thigh is metal now.
I think their faces, their faces are supposed to be metal too, right?
Their faces are already metal because I missed a lot when I painted their little crown.
Sartukti. Sorry if you said this already, but those are the exact bases I want to do for my sisters. Do you have a video on how to make that base?
I don't have a video, but Dana Howell has a pretty good video, and the base is called Templar Abbey. That's the green stuff texture roller. Wait, is it called Templar Abbey? I think it's called Temple. I think I put them back in the wrong sleeves. So yeah, it's Temple. Now I remember. It is Temple. Although Templar Abbey, I mean, I've used them both interchangeably because they're pretty darn similar. They both kind of have the same stuff going on. The Temple has more fleur-de-lis, and then the Templar Abbey has fleur-de-lis and the Templar Cross. Yeah, Green Stuff World, Texture Rollers, Templar Abbey, and Temple. And yeah, Dana Howell has a video on Green Stuff Rollers. That's pretty darn good. That's what I used. I'll probably do a video on these eventually. Once I really feel like I got it. I think the last try worked a little bit better than the try before that.
I thought giving up was the key to success, though.
That is true, yeah. Always give up if that's an option. And really, it's always an option.
I think more people should give up, honestly. I think if you just give up, you'll be a lot happier.
All right, so there we go. Duraluminum on.
Ooh, what's the next color?
God, I don't know.
Orange.
No, I'm not doing orange. My ladies are purple and violet.
Orange would work. I don't know. I don't think Jay wants to have any fun. Dude, 88. Green.
I want to do green for some army. I was thinking my flying space dwarves. Whenever I get around to that.
Ah. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Right,
Space
pretty well
dwarves.
cleaned. All right. My scale 75 paints. Ah, this is its Grace Spell. This is the color that I spilled almost all of instantly. Let's try this purple.
Man, I wish we could cut to that clip.
I don't think it was on camera. I think it was like off camera.
Yeah. Yeah, but the sound effect would be fun.
Yeah.
Probably me saying something stupid and then you being upset.
TC Gentry, I was wearing the Soldier of the Cosmos shirt in my local Games Workshop today. Sweet! David Suarez Fesalba, how would you paint them white now? Like, what color would you put on top of the metallic so that the white is white? Well, they are white, essentially. Like, they're zenithols. I wouldn't cover up. Or, like, how to make metallic white? I think a few people suggested pearlescent paint. I would probably mix just a bright silver with a white. Ah! Oh my god. Literally, I cannot catch a break. I squeezed right here, right into the pot, and it shot out and landed on my finger.
Wow.
Oh, I love pots. Or I love droppers so much. They're flawless. That seems to be something with these Scale 75 pots. They're mad at me because I didn't buy their range that's in foil tubes.
I mean, you're not a real artiste if you don't buy them in foil tubes.
Mm-hmm. The heck just happened? Ah, okay, this might not work. Well, maybe. No, that was pretty bad. I should use a real color. not a contrast paint.
Dr. Whom 1023 Scale 75 speed metal is a decent metallic, a white metallic.
Huh.
Interesting.
Alright, let's think. What colors? They're big, like, I suppose their accent color is going to be silver. So what is going to go nicely with silver? What would Marco do?
Orange.
David Soares Fasilba. I was thinking on making a Sisters Novitiates of the Sacred Rose. Ah, that would be a neat scheme.
Are you trying to match your sister's army?
Yeah, but
Or
I don't really have
your
one.
other sister?
My other sisters, although they're pretty much just skin and gray spell. So
Right.
it's pretty open what I can do. But yeah, I think I want to keep it to like purple and magenta. Do I own purple and magenta? I own Xeno's purple.
You'd be a heretic if you use that color.
Yeah, let's give this a spray. Let's see what happens.
Pivot Master, are you going to paint some Sisters of Silence?
Probably if I get into Custodes. I'll probably just go straight Custodes first, and then after I've played with them a little bit, swap in a fire team of Sisters of Silence. Although I think there's something to be said for 10 Sisters of Silence. I think that would actually be kind of a cool kill team.
What buffs do they have?
I don't know
what makes them good.
I don't know if they get Bolter Discipline. I would assume they don't. Do Custodes have Bolter Discipline? Are there Shining Spears Bolters? Or not Shining Spears. That's the Eldar. They have Custodes Spears. Grey Knights, Crew, Thousand Suns, Tau, Talons of the Emperor. Oh no, everything's gone out of this one too.
Things moved around.
Yeah, I must have accidentally deleted pages.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay, so I can't see anything for them. If Custodians have Ultra Discipline, then I guess the Sisters would have it too, because they have Bolt-type weapons.
I see 3 pages.
Yeah, but it should have like 10.
10 pages? Weird.
Oops, that was way too much water. Probably a little, you know what, actually, maybe that's all, a tiny bit more paint. Ooh, is that? No, that's the metallic layer. Good. That's a little too much water. Howdy 91. In Big 40k, they gave the Sisters of Silence HQ options and divided the 3 types of sisters between troops, fast attack, and elites, so I'm really tempted to do an all Sisters of Silence army. Yeah, that would be dope. What are you bringing? Custodies, and then you show up and it's only Sisters of Silence?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see how long this takes to clog. Really? That's still too watery? That was a lot of paint.
Purple.
There you go, a huge drop of paint. How is it still pretty much just water? You know what, maybe I can do something with that. Alright, let's give it a try.
Too watered down, or?
Yeah, it was too watery.
What are you doing?
I'm mixing Games Workshop paint to make it ready for the airbrush. No, paint come out, please. I worked so hard. There, it was just a little tip dry.
I got a tip dry right here. You know what I mean? Sterling Dolls from show up with an all sisters army versus Thousand Suns. Thousand Suns are good.
Ooh, you know what? I think I like that color a lot next to the silver. I just need to put in a lot more paint because this stuff is watery.
Too thin.
Too thin. Josh Welch, let's go! Finally caught a stream again. Haven't been on one since the Death Guard, working on my challenge mission for the month. Ooh, sweet!
Sweet.
Ooh, speaking of Death Guard, I really want to play the Death Guard and Kill Team with the Poxwalkers. I just think that seems like fun. There we go. We must be getting close to the right consistency. And then, am I going to be able to run all of this through all 10 models without it clogging? The answer is
There's
yes.
only one way to
Everybody,
find out.
yes.
I think the answer is a solid we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, it's still so wet.
One of my favorite questions that we get all the time is, how much water do you put in the paint?
It's impossible. It's impossible to answer
Or
that.
how much do you water it down by?
Every paint is different. Every airbrush is different. Literally, the pressure that exists in your house or in your environment could affect it. So, and then they're like, okay, so like 2 drops?
Yeah. It is pretty funny.
There we go. I'll spray on this purple, and then I'll probably highlight the purple with another color.
And the color is orange. Josh Welch, insert some amount of water into some amount of paint, continue until usable.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You nailed it.
But like how much though? Okay, well that's something. Purple and silver. Do I put the purple on like her leather front piece? It is meant to probably be a different material. I'm gonna hold off for now.
Peter Blantastic. I always use some of Vincy D's 80/20 airbrush thinner / flow improver into my airbrush pod when thinning paint. It never ever clogs.
I don't believe you. I believe you have a lot of success, but never clogs. I mean, that's just not a possibility with an airbrush. You can have longer paint sessions where paint literally just clumps in the reservoir.
"1313s. You kind of should paint it leather color if you called it leather."
But it could be colored leather.
This is true. Leather does come in a bunch of different colors. Remember when we went to the leather shop?
Yeah, Tandy.
We got this. Yep, we got to see all the different leathers.
It was cool. It smelled really good in there.
It did. Damn, I wanted a steak afterwards. Peter Blantastic. I primed 40 models in terrain with 0 issues.
Well, primed. I feel like priming might be a little easier. Also, only 40. I mean, I've airbrushed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of models. So maybe that's where all of these clogs are coming on. Because I bet you I remember most clogs. I don't, but I bet most successful painting sessions leave my brain pretty quickly.
Yellow Goblin. My airbrush has never clogged. I don't own an airbrush.
Ah, you know what? I still don't believe you. I bet it has clogged.
Your fake airbrush is clogged. Everyone say that you own an airbrush and it's never clogged to really upset Jay. I'll do the same. My airbrush is never clogged. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never let that happen to my airbrush. I treat it with respect. I tuck it into bed every night. All it counts. Pleather, Sisters of Battle for the win!
I remember I found this company that made fake leather out of pineapple, like leftovers, and I thought it was really, really cool. And so I reached out to them if I could buy a bolt, and then they were like, how many pallets do you want? And I was like, can I have like 5 yards? And they're like, we don't sell in that amount.
Yep.
Frickin' head, my airbrush clogs every 3 minutes and it drives me insane. It sounds about right. Although I've been having pretty good luck right now. I'm surprised honestly that it hasn't clogged yet.
This is a surprise.
Yeah, worst case scenario is kind of scooping Games Workshop paint out of the pot and putting it directly into your airbrush. It's a little bit of a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. Flipnote Dude 888. My airbrush is currently cleaned and will clog as soon as I put paint in it. Exactly. Dripped Out Monkey. What's the best army to start painting for beginners?
Whichever one is your favorite and you think looks the coolest.
Space Marines.
Remember when I said I could not believe I haven't gotten a clog yet? I feel it coming on.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I can just loosen the nozzle a little, or the needle a little. There we go. Peter Blantastic, my airbrush is clean, but my sinuses are clogged. When? How did the paint thin itself? Sometimes Games Workshop colors seem to have like a lot of medium in them. Yeah, and this is a layer paint. So yeah, layer paints usually have less pigment in them because Games Workshop hates us. No, it's so that it's so that in theory, whatever layer you apply or whatever base you apply it over shows through a little, but in practice that doesn't really work.
Are you calling Games Workshop liars?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get sued by them. Why do you hate Games Workshop so much?
Because they're the worst company that's ever existed.
Wow. I love it. I love the comments where we've gotten told that we're too mean to Games Workshop. I love the comments that we've been told that we're not mean enough to Games Workshop. That's pretty hilarious. Sometimes on the same video.
Yes. Ah! Okay. I accidentally splattered the model with some purple, and when I wiped it off, the white ink came off with it, because the white ink is really fragile. This is going great.
Yep.
Love it. Anil Pilots, Games Workshop likes the discouraging comments. They gain power from it. Well, if that's true, then that's literally why Games Workshop is such a huge company. Because, boy, do they get some criticism. Like, literally, there are channels devoted to criticizing Games Workshop, where that's the only thing they do. Many of them. Maybe I'll do dark, like a dark color for their little skirts and their front pieces.
I don't know if a dark orange would look that good, though. I guess a dark orange is just brown. Like a dark blue? Natestad, red.
Ooh, good old red.
Candidate creations. They keep moving too much. How many novitiates are you working on?
11. But one of them is actually a Sister's Repentia. But you can take a Novitiate Repentia, which is like the exact same thing. And so I'm just using a regular Sister's Repentia for that mini. And then I was able to build all 10 sisters. And so I was actually able to build 9 of the 10 specialists. Although you can only take... the way I'm doing it, I'm only taking 7 specialists and 2 gunners. Because I'm not taking the lady with the banner, although I am building it, because I think it might be good to have in some games. And I'm not taking the healer, the medic, which that might bite me, but I don't think so. I don't think the medic is that good. I mean, they only have 7 wounds, so chances are they're dying. The odds of not dying and then being able to get within an inch of the medic and then the medic spending an action to heal, I don't know. And then, of course, I'm going to, it's 2d3 wounds, so I'm going to roll 2 1s. So was all that worth it for 2 wounds once a game?
Right. Yeah. Probably good choice. It's better, because then I guess what you could do is you could have one of those follow your gunner around to keep your gunner alive. But it's probably better just having another body that can actually do stuff.
And the gunners have the Dakadash ability. So the medic wouldn't even be able to keep up anyway.
Right. "13's medic is best." There you go.
Primo Zemo, my local games store, has a bunch of Age of Sigmar start boxes for sale along with better other Age of Sigmar stuff. I couldn't pass up the sale. Been picking them up one by one. Most people at the shop play 40k. Ah, cool.
Sounds like most people at the shop are nerds.
Yeah. Yeah, Age of Sigmar is what the cool kids play.
Peter Blantastic, Jay, are you going for a Purple Rain theme? That is my intent for my Noise Marine Leader Chaos Space Marine kill team.
Is Purple Rain related to Chocolate Rain?
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going for.
God, I've not heard Chocolate Rain in a long time. That's okay. I think that guy does Cameo now. So I'm sure that's working out. Nate Stad, hot take. Your name's Nate. Got you. That was my hot take.
That's okay. I'll probably cover that up with another color later. Come on, I'm so close. I'm so close. Don't clog them now. There, we got her. Back up and running. This is hard.
Yeah.
They're little.
They're little.
God, I think I'm gonna give up with this ink. It's just so, it's like, it's the second it gets any sort of paint on it. I mean, obviously, I guess perfect world, just don't touch it. But
yeah, just be perfect.
Sometimes I touch it.
Just be perfect. Speaking of being perfect, it is 10 o'clock.
All right, everybody. You had a whole bunch of videos out.
Yeah, a whole bunch of videos out. We have another one out tomorrow. We have our Patreon exclusive episode on Saturday, which you're going to be going through some more Angels of Death. You're going to be trying to finish that up. We're in our last 4 episodes. And let's just say you basically see the entire episode in full. So maybe you should join the Patreon. We also have some SDLs coming out. I just uploaded the Imperial Fire Base today. So that's a monster of a model. I'm sure we'll show it off more soon. And we also have our Patreon only live stream after our normal live stream on Friday, tomorrow. So you got to join that Patreon. You can actually chat with us live with your voice. You can say stuff and we'll listen, and you can be mean to us and say horrible stuff to us. And we'll just have to take it. And that's just how that is. But we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, so join us for that.
Woo! Oh, just dropped something on the floor. All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
And